Su, investor at large. We are very pleased to be associated with the Latin American countries to host this film festival. And the idea, of course, is to bring the culture, the people of both Singapore and Latin America closer together. And what is a better way than seeing the visual arts? I'd like to thank all the embassies, all the staff, all the people who make this possible. Thank you very much. Please enjoy.
Mr. Chu Xiaobeng, thank you very much. Now, I would kindly invite our guest of honor, Ambassador Chu Tai-Su, Ambassador at Large at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, to deliver his speech. Ambassador Chu, you have the floor.
Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry I have to be a bit longer than the previous two speakers. It is my great pleasure to be here at the fourth edition of the Keppel Latin American Film Festival today. I would like to commend the Latin American ambassadors and their staff for their hard work in organizing this week-long event, which has surpassed previous festivals in its level of participation and scope. I understand that besides the embassies of Mexico, Brazil, Chile, and Venezuela, those of Ecuador and Panama are also participating in this year's festival for the first time. It is also the first time that the festival is so freely accessible to Singaporeans, thanks to private sector sponsorship. This week, Singaporeans will get a taste of some of the best award-winning films Latin America has to offer, covering the broad spectrum of comedy, romance, and drama. Latin America, as defined by this festival, is a huge, vast region stretching from Mexico to Chile and Argentina. The film industry in the region goes back to the era of silent movies. Today, it produces a diverse and broad range of films, many of which have won accolades around the world. Singapore is a movie-going nation. We are the Argentinians who love the cinema. I have seen in Buenos Aires movie-goers streaming out of the cinemas in the early hours of the morning and taking a drink at the cafes that line the avenues. So Singaporeans would embrace the excellent films coming out of Latin America. But two things work to the disadvantage of these films. First, the Spanish and Portuguese languages in which the movies are made. And second, the vast distance separating Singapore and Latin America. Despite these disadvantages, many Singaporeans like myself are well acquainted with the continent's superb actors in Hollywood movies. Cantinflas was a favorite of mine, whom I first saw with David Niven in Around the World in 80 Days. Then there was Anthony Quinn in Soba the Great. Last but not least, and in case the younger audience here think that I'm a very old man, I too enjoy watching the various movies of the sultry Salma Hayek. Who won't? Similarly, Brazilian productions like Elite Squad and City of God have recently made impacts worldwide. And just a few years ago, Argentina's The Secret in Their Eyes won the Oscar for Best Foreign Language Film. I'm certain that Latin American movies will become increasingly popular in Singapore. First, travel has made the world smaller. Even though it takes many hours to travel to Latin America, more and more Singaporeans are looking beyond the traditional places in Europe and Asia for their vacations. Second, Spanish will become a third language option for Singaporean students starting from 2014. And what better way to learn a language than to watch the movies with their conversational dialogues. Third, the enthusiastic promotion by the Latin American embassies of their films in Singapore, as at this film festival, will introduce us to the quality and quantity of excellent movies that you have to offer. In closing, let me say that as the name of the novel by Laura Esquivel and the film of the same name, Como agua para chocolate, implies, I hope that over time, Singaporeans will develop the passion and strong desire for all things Latin American. Excellencies, I wish you a successful 4th Latin American Film Festival and more to come. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Chu. Now, as part of this opening event, we will start the screening of the Chilean movie Padre Nuestro, La Última Cita, Our Father, The Last Meeting. Filmed in 2005, the work of director Rodrigo Sepúlveda, as the artist himself would describe it, takes the viewer into a journey through the heart and soul of an ordinary man who faces his own history, children, friends, and love in a touching autobiographical narrative. Our Father, The Last Meeting has earned prestigious international awards, such as winner for Best Actor in a Feature Film at the International Film Festival of Cartagena, Colombia, Best Screenplay at the Tulipanes Latino Art Film Festival in the United States, Best Script and Special Award Juventud de Santa Cruz at the 9th Ibero-American Film Festival of Santa Cruz, Bolivia, the Sarasvati Award at the 5th International Film Festival of Bali, Indonesia, among others. I would kindly remind you to switch off your mobile phones and please enjoy this feature film and the rest of the Keppel Latin American Film Festival. The catalogs with the screening schedules are available outside this hall. Without further ado, let the show begin y que comience la función. Thank you very much.